sleep paralysis is not what you think. So story time. We had multiple patients brought into the ER because of this. And there is a simple trick to help someone get out of it. Now this will completely blow your mind. I have never shared this before, so stick with me to the end because sleep paralysis is not what you think. It is not a demon. It is literally a glitch in your brain's operating system as well as your consciousness. Stay with me. It's one of the most terrifying human experiences that we've all had. You wake up, your mind is fully conscious, but your body is completely paralyzed. You feel like there's a heavy pressure on your chest, or you even see a shadowy figure in the room. For centuries, this was explained as demonic attack. But from a consciousness and neuroscience perspective, it's a fascinating and harmless glitch between states of consciousness. It's called REM Atonia. So during REM sleep, where you have your most vivid dreams, your brain secretes a chemical that paralyzes your voluntary muscles. This is a brilliant safety feature. It literally prevents you from physically acting out your dreams. Sleep paralysis is simply a moment where your conscious mind wakes up before your brain has turned off the paralysis signal. Your mind is in the waking world, but your body is still in the dreamland. The terrifying part, the hallucinations, that's your brain's threat detection center, the amygdala, waking up in a state of confusion. It senses the vulnerability of being paralyzed and fills in the sensory gaps with its worst fears, creating that shadowy figure and the feeling of pressure. It's not an external entity, it's an internal projection. So story time. We had multiple patients brought into the ER because of this. And there is a simple trick to help someone get out of it. Doctors were usually astounded when I did this with patients because they would wake up right away. No medical intervention was even necessary. Luckily, I knew what to do from studying mentalism, hypnotism, NLP, and all those kinds of things. But they forgot to teach doctors this one vital part in medical school, and that is how the mind works. It doesn't help just to know the biology behind it. It really helps to understand the mind. So here's what you can do when you find yourself in this state, or if you find someone you know in this state. How would you know that they're in this state? Well, it would simply appear like they're asleep and you are unable to wake them while they have completely normal vital signs. Of course, if you're worried, take them to the doctor first, because for all intentional purposes, this is not medical advice. And because I have to say this, it is for pure entertainment. So the key to all of this is not to fight it, which only creates more fear for yourself or for the other person. The key is to reboot the system. Don't try to move your big muscles or theirs. The arms and legs are offline. Trying to move them will only increase panic. Focus on the periphery. Your brain's paralysis signal is weakest on the very edges of your body. So focus all of your conscious intention on wiggling one small toe or one small finger. Say to yourself or to the person that you are helping that you are not alone. You are safe and that you are there, and then go ahead and ask them to do that. And that it is also okay if they can't, because you are there and that we are never alone. This creates a signal. This tiny voluntary movement is often enough to send a reboot signal back to the brainstem, telling it that you are awake and to turn off the Atonia signal. If that doesn't work, there is a next step. You can do a conscious recode. So you can say to yourself or to the person that you are helping the following words. Say their name out loud, or your name. What this does is this identifies the consciousness with the current experience. Then say, it is time to fully be present now. I'm going to count to 5. And as I'm counting, each and every muscle in your body will come back to full function, and on the count of 5, you will be fully awake, alert, and able to move easily and freely. This sets the conscious recode. It's almost like a setup. And then begin to count. 1. Begin to feel every muscle in your body. Send a signal to fully work and move now. 2. Allow every single muscle, fiber, and tissue in your body to feel what it feels like and remember what it feels like to fully work and move now. 3. Notice how you can begin to move your eyes and your arms and your legs fully now. 4. Notice how you can open your eyes and move your arms and your legs fully and easily now. And then 5, you are now fully able to open your eyes, move your arms and legs, and sit up and be fully awake. If you need to give a few more prompts, go ahead and say this. Open your eyes because you can choose to do so. You are in control and you're completely capable because you can choose. Also, remind them or yourself to always breathe with this process. Doing all of this alerts and reminds your consciousness that you have the power to choose. You're not being attacked. You're simply witnessing a beautiful, strange glitch in the source code of your consciousness and the supercomputer we call the human body. Every time I did this, it worked, and everyone would be astounded. But it's a simple count-out procedure, just like in hypnosis. The body can enter a similar state when you're in hypnosis. We often refer to that state as the Esdale state. Medicine is not just physical, and if they started to teach this in medical schools, medicine would become frequency. And then, well, you know what that would mean. Anyway, this technique does not just work for sleep paralysis. You can code your biology for anything that you choose to experience. Let's just say I used to have 2 chronic conditions, and I don't have them anymore. So if you would like to dive deeper into the true technology of your body and your mind, your consciousness, then I'd like to recommend you attend some of our free classes that we have this week. I hope this helped. The links are in my bio, and I'll see you there.